Hi, this is Anissa from Infinite Blackness, and today I want to talk about 6 books by Black authors in my physical TBR that have been there for a while and that I need to read. So, my problem with my books is that I am addicted to the library, and I go to the library all the time, and every time I go to the library, I get tons and tons of books, and they have due dates, and so I need to read them, and then I keep getting more, and so because of that, I'm always have library books that I need to read, and so there's um, a bunch of physical TBR books that never get read. So I thought what I'd do today is go over 6 of them that I've had on my TBR on my shelves for a while, and that should entice me to read them because I've put them on here, and I'm just going to try to do like one every month until they get done. So there's some fiction, some nonfiction. So here we go. So the first one is still trying to figure this out. Is called A Long Way Gone by Ismail Bea, and um, this is about a boy soldier in Sierra Leone, and I think he was conscripted into the army at the age of 12. So I think this will be very interesting. Next is one of the fiction works, and that is The Mixtape by Brittany Cherry. And my understanding, I'm not sure if this is a romance or just plain fiction, um, but it is about someone who's raising her daughter on her own. And then there's a guy, and he is trying to keep himself together. And they meet, and we'll see what happens from there. Um, Next is nonfiction, and that is How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. So I actually started this book, and it wasn't bad. Like, I enjoyed it. I think it's basically about he goes to a bunch of different historical landmarks having to do with the time of slavery, I believe, and or about African American people and culture in America, and talks about kind of what they mean, what they represent, what are the narratives that our landmarks are telling about ourselves, what story are we telling about ourselves through our landmarks in America. And I had started with Thomas Jefferson, I think was the first one, and it was really interesting. And I don't know what happened, why I didn't like continue going, but I'm going to repick this up and finish it. Next is Set Boundaries, Find Peace, and that is by, I'm going to have to turn it, Nedra Glover Tawwab. So this is a self-help book that is helping you do exactly what it says, setting boundaries so that you can find peace, a guide to reclaiming yourself. And that is something that I definitely need to work on. I think the reason I had started this too, and I think the thing that kind of made me put it down was it had gotten good reviews saying that she actually gives you the words to say in order to set boundaries. Um, and I think I got to one of those parts, and I found what she was saying not to be very like a realistic thing that I could fathom coming out of my mouth. Like it was just too many words, and it seemed kind of, I don't know. So, but I'm gonna try again because I definitely still need to work on boundaries. And she breaks up the chapters like work boundaries, personal life boundaries. So a bunch of different uh, 6 types of boundaries, a bunch of different types of boundaries, and yeah, family, romantic relationships, friendships, work, social media, and technology. So, and there's also an self assessment quiz. So, commonly asked questions. So, I'm going to try this again. I mean, it wasn't bad. I just, I need to keep going, even if I'm like, I'm not sure that this is for me, that I could say these words, because you could still get something out of a book. You just take what you can use and don't use the stuff that doesn't seem like it's resonates with you. All right. Then my next book is fiction. This is middle grade. The Watsons Go to Birmingham by Christopher Paul Curtis. And they live in the north. This is a family. It sounds like they're a little bit what's the word, eccentric, from what I can tell. And they need to go to Birmingham, Alabama for some reason in 1963. And so that's what this book is about. So should be easy to get through. And then last is another nonfiction book, We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. And this basically is a woman's guide to earning more, building wealth, and gaining economic power. And what I like about this book, and this is another book that I started and I don't know what happened. So I'm like maybe a third of the way through it or something. And it's about exactly what she says. The thing that's nice about it, it's not about pinching pennies. Um, it's kind of about, it's like getting the people that you need together. I think having a dream. So it's not, she says a lot about, that you don't need to, it's not about like not going to Starbucks every day. Like you can still like indulge yourself, and become a millionaire. So it's like $1 million behavior, $1 million roadmap. Yeah, those are the two big parts. And it's like $1 million value, $1 million team, $1 million boundaries, $1 million decisions, $1 million lies. So that's what that book is about. So that is my 6 nonfiction books. Well, no, 6 books by Black authors. Some are fiction, some are not, that I hope to get to within the next 6 months. And I will let you know how it all goes. All right. Take care. Have a great day.